Oh man, it felt good to get a little bit of exercise. It's been a while. It's been a while since I had the tarp. All right, we're out here picking up our reload, going up to Kentucky. We're over here in Savannah, Georgia. So this is what we got, and that's what they are, crated coils. So I'm assuming they're coils laying on their side. They came from Japan, but we got 12 of them, total 32,000 pounds. So what's that, about 2,500 pounds a piece. I had them load them like this, put that oddball. I did it in the front and the back. It just makes it a lot easier tarping when you have a nice flat front like that. So I had them put the oddball back, and then they got another little oddball right back here, and then the same way when the back here. It's just easier to tarp when you got a nice smooth back there, nice and square, make it look like a package. So we're going to use our big, remember, a big red tarp is 32 feet. The other tarps are 26 feet. And I think this is like 28 feet long. So should work out pretty good. All right, let me get this tarped up. And it feels good to get a little bit of exercise. It's been a while. And we'll get this tarped up, and then I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, we got all tarped up. Looks good. Today's video is sponsored by Dorsey Trailer. If you want some more information, check out the link in the description. Oh man, it felt good to get a little bit of exercise. It's been a while. It's been a while since I had the tarp. But anyway, so you can see what I was talking about by having a square front and putting the oddball kind of one back. That way you have a nice square front, makes good front, makes the tarp look good and square and tight. Everything looks good. Same thing back here. Let me fix this right here. Keep these from sliding around. Hang on one second. I know I make you dizzy there. Sorry about that. Same thing back here, so you can see. So this tarp is 6 feet longer than a standard half of a tarp, if that makes sense. So you can see, so that would have been 4. That other tarp probably would have come to about right there, which means I wouldn't have been able to cover it. So that was the reason for buying this one little extra longer tarp. Now, the only thing about this tarp is rolling it up. When you get to about 26 feet and you look and you're like, oh man, there's still some more tarp left. So it takes a little bit getting used to tarp it up, roll it up. But anyway, all right, that looks good. That looks good. I don't know how accurate this is, but we'll take a look real quick. I need to calibrate everything since I got the new tractor on there. That says about 28,000. That's not aired up, so that might not be about right, but we only got 32,000 on the trailer, so I know I'm not overweight. Oh, let me point this out to you real quick. So let me go around the other side. Hang on. So I did something a little bit different when I put this fifth wheel back on. I used to run my fifth wheel on the other truck, and before on this truck I ran my fifth wheel dead center, which would have been right there. I moved this fifth wheel back one hole, which I think it's like 750 pounds. So dead center's back just a little bit. So center's back, and what that should do is lighten up the front of the truck. So on the front axles, I thought I would try that for a while and see how that works. If it's really throwing the weight off too much, then I'll move it back. But that was one thing I did when I put that fifth wheel on. I moved it back one hole from center. So I used to run it right dead center of my tandems, and if you could look, you could see it's just back just a little bit. So we're going to try that for a while, see how that does. And what that should do is lighten up the front of the truck. All right, let's get out of here. All right, we're done for the weekend. I've had enough fun. We're in or near Harleyville, South Carolina. I'm showing you guys the blue sign there. We're at the Pilot. This used to be a Wilco a long time ago. And then when Pilot bought the Wilco, it's now Pilot, but we'll walk around the other side real quick. Oh, so you guys can see, but usually you got a nice big parking lot. It's not that bad. Fuel out. This is the place they got the, if you guys can see it, they got a Dairy Queen, a Wendy's, and a Subway. So anyway, all right. What I did want to do real quick, I don't know how quick it is, but since the weather's nice and it's not too hot, is let's try to clean this up and figure out what we're gonna do. So what I'm gonna do now is go ahead and take all this plastic off back here, get to this and hook this up properly so all this isn't hanging out here. But so the way it works is this will be, well, it plugs into the back of that. Anyway, I'll show you once I get it all apart. Okay, we got all that plastic trim out of the way. So this is the under the dash, and 17 years worth of dirt and grime and everything else. But that's what we're after, is that thing right there. Let's see if, this thing right here, I don't know if you see that. Oh, hang on a second, let me set you guys up here. So this is the thing we're after, is that thing right there. So I got this loose here. So this one right here goes to the computer of the truck, and then so what happens is we'll plug. Let me try. I'm trying to set you guys up to where you can see, but the clutch pedal's in the way. Hang on a second. So this goes to the truck. This would go in here like so. Let me line it up. Okay, so that's locked in like that. And then this would be tucked in here, and I'm not going to show you guys because it won't. It's just too tight of a squeeze to get it. But I'm going to put all this in here, put some zip ties, clean that up, and then this piece right here will go in this hole right here like this. So that piece will be the one that, so if so say I go to Peterbilt and they need to plug in to the data port of the engine. So this is like a jumper cable that will still go to the data port of the engine. So this one is from the truck, from the engine. This is to the cable for the ELD, and then this is like a jumper cable right here. So what I'm going to do now is clean all this up, tuck all this up in here, and then probably I'm just going to leave that cable right here. You guys can't see it. I'm going to leave that cable right there, and I'm just going to take the cable, because you have to still be able to hand the ELD out the door to the officer. So I think I'm just gonna run the cable around and lay the excess on the dash up, tuck it down in the dash and just do it that way. So all right, let me clean this up, get all this tucked away, make this look pretty, and then I'll show you before we put the plastic back on. All right, I got it all tucked away. So this is the cable, the black part here is the cable. That's the new data port. The white wires back here, that's the old, or that is the factory data port right there. And everything looks like it's gonna be all right. It doesn't look like anything will be rubbing or anything. That plastic piece is gonna sit right there. And then I run the cable, so that plastic is gonna come right there. And then that cable, I run it up the side there, and then up along the dash, and then come out right there, and then it comes into the the EF or the ELD right there. So now to put all the plastic back together, that's the biggest thing, but that's what it looks like. All right, let me get all the plastic back on, and then I've already fired up the ELD. It's working, so I know it's plugged in right. And then we'll get all the plastic back on and I'll show you some more. All right, I got all the plastic pieces in. I just wanted to share a little bit of my knowledge. So this is not the first time I've took these plastic pieces off, and I guarantee you it won't be the last. So what I have learned over the years doing this plastic stuff is don't put the screws all the way in. Just get them in enough to where they're starting, and then that way you can move the plastic around and get everything started, and then go ahead and tighten it down. But that is one of the things I learned over the years, taking that stuff out. And then this is the door right here. It's got all the fuses on there, and then that'll go right there once I'm done. Since I'm already out and I got the tools out, I might take that off right there. That other cigarette lighter plug outlet is not hot, and I don't know what's wrong with it. So I've already checked all the fuses, so I might pull that apart. I don't know, it depends on how much energy I have left. The weather's cool. I think that storm is coming up from the south, so it looks like it might rain a little bit, but that's fine with me. I'm a little wore out. That drive from the house and the stress of dealing with the truck and everything. I'm glad it's Friday and we got a little break going up to Kentucky. So anyway, all right, let me finish this up. I'm gonna call it quits, and I will talk to you guys either tomorrow or Sunday. So talk to you later. Thanks for watching.